Give us your thoughts overall, Dean.
Really pleased with the performance, but disappointed that we allowed them back into the game. We were very comfortable. Really good first half performance on the front foot. Played in their half, created chances. Probably took one of the hardest chances with Lungi's goal, but deservedly 2-0 up at half time. I thought we lost a little bit of rhythm in the second half. I think that was maybe down to all the substitutions that happened in the second half as well, but never felt threatened, and unfortunately we've made a mistake and been punished for it. Poor ball, I think it hits Dowler and drops down for Jonathan Lecco, I think it was, and we backtrack rather than engage, and it gives them a sniff that they shouldn't really have. But then I thought we would go on and get the next goal. And Nalu, I thought, had a good game, gave a soft free kick away in a dangerous area where they could put their big guns up, and they've ended up from the free kick getting a corner, and a bit fortunate, I think. I think it deflects off JT. But the mentality of the lads was there. We were pushing to try and get the winner, and I think deservedly went through.
Yeah, I mean, as you say, you would be frustrated 2-0 up and not to see a game out, but that trait of finding a way to get through as it is tonight, but find a way to win, you're going to need that for the rest of the season. That's good to see. Yeah,
really good to see. And I said to the players today, we've made 10 changes today, and there's two ways that can be deemed. It can be deemed that it's not that important to us, this competition, or it can be deemed that there's an opportunity now for a lot of players in there to go and stake their claim for a place in the team, and I thought a few of the lads did that today, which was really good to see.
Was your assessment Sarah first start tonight?
Yeah, first start in 3 months as well. So he's had 10 days training with us. He's looking to get fitter, and I think the 60 minutes for him today was good. I thought he made some really good runs at times, and you can see what he's going to bring to the team. He's not fully up to speed, I would say, just yet, but he's certainly getting there. And Kieran Dowell as well, I thought played really well. And again, coming on the back from an operation 3 or 4 weeks ago, and he's getting back to the levels that we need.
Sorensen, you sort of nicely described him as a bit of a polyfiller player yesterday, and we saw that versatility again. But the lad knows where the goal is. I mean, we saw that against Marseille, and what a strike that was.
Yeah, no, he's got that wobbler ball, I think they call it. Scored a great goal at Marseille and done it again today to prove it wasn't a fluke. I'd like to say it was one of them ones that we've been working on, but it's not. It's totally down to him and the quality that he possesses. But we wanted to have a look at him at right back today. Obviously, Sam's taken a little while to get back, Sam Byram, so we need to make sure that we've got covered in both areas. But after 43 minutes, he ends up playing left back as well. So he's done that plenty of times in this league, so he knows his way around.
Just a word on Sinani. I mean, that's his first City goal today, his first competitive goal for the club, and there was an assist as well for Jacob. You said in pre-season, you really see something there. There's something you can work with. I mean, you clearly feel he's a player who can be important for you this season.
Yeah, really. He finds pockets really well, and he handles the ball when it comes into him really well as well. He's got great delivery from set pieces, and he scored one, made one, and scored a penalty as well. So he's got the technique that we want, and he's hungry. He's got a desire to go and prove himself at this football club, and he's got us backing him now as well.
Just one downside, maybe McCallum. What can you tell us on him?
Not an awful lot, to be honest. He's just felt his foot on the side of the pitch, and we'll have to go and have it assessed. But it's a concern that it was on the top of his foot that he felt it. So we'll have to wait and see.
Final one from it. No Cantwell or Gibson tonight. Was that just shuffling your resources or anything?
Yeah, I mean, I think everybody saw that Gibbo cramped up on Saturday, so I was never going to go and risk him again tonight. And Todd, you saw it probably after about 20 minutes, he rolled his ankle. After the foul that wasn't given on Saturday, and it's still a little bit puffy, so we decided to give him a rest as well.
Being confident when it went to penalties?
Yeah, confident because I'd seen the lads take penalties yesterday. Gunny's made a couple of good saves, which is really good for him. But the quality of the penalties yesterday was really good.
I was going to say, did you work on it? I won't say extensively, but enough
Yeah, no,
Just
enough for them.
eventuality.
Yeah, enough for the players to feel confidence. Kenny will probably get a bit of ribbing from the lads, but he wanted to go first, and the penalties they took yesterday, they knew they were going to go and commit to them today, and I think if you get them small details right, you get the result in the end.
And you alluded to it, Angus has made 2 good saves, so a comment in terms of how much confidence that will give him, and also Josh steps up to take the clincher, the 5th one. There's some balls required for that, so both of those two have emerged with credit from their efforts there.
Yeah, they certainly have. Young Gibbo as well, on his debut taking a penalty, and I'm not normally a lover of a couple of step-ups, but I've seen him take them enough times from 2 steps, and he's got great ability, and I thought he was really good tonight.
And your Chilean clutched his heart. Do you think yours stopped a beat or two as it sort of crept toward the middle of the goal?
We were having a debate on the side because he took the Panenka yesterday as well in training, and I'm saying no, he won't do it again today. Little do I know.
All's well that ends well then.
Certainly, and I'm not going to stop any South American flair, that's for sure.
I was just going to say, Dean, you mentioned Liam there. Just a word on his composure. I mean, for you said his first senior debut, but also Jonathan playing at centre back too. 2 senior debuts there. Have they done enough on that showing to show they can be proper members of the?
Yeah, no, they've shown that they can handle Championship football. 2 upcoming prospects. JT played against Cambridge in pre-season and found it tough against a big man in the first half. I thought he acquitted himself really well against Djukovic, who's a good player at this level as well. And Liam Gibbs I've always liked. I think he's a really stylish footballer. He covers the ground really quickly as well. He can hold, and because he's got the passing array, he can pass it with either foot. He can switch play really well, but he can go and get in the opposition box as well because he's got really good legs.
You have got, I know that was obviously the area you wanted to work on in the summer, but you have got a lot of midfield options now. I mean, in terms of formulating your best outlook going forward, are we still sort of a few weeks away from that?
Yeah, probably, because we've got some players who are coming back from injury still, but I'd rather have good players in the stand than good players not at the football club. And I think it's important because there's a lot of games in this league, as we all know. And all players are fighting, and there's a really good competitive edge in that dressing room now because everybody's pushing for places.
Is that something different from last year in a way?
Yeah, I mean, I think the team at times picked itself, and subs were picking themselves as well, and substitutions going on the pitch, but now we've got certainly a lot more variety. Cheers.